Testing. Excuse me. Testing.
Testing one, two.
Are we actually here?
We are here. I don't
Yeah.
know where we are on Facebook world, but we are here.
All right.
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna.
great.
I'm gonna believe that we are. No, we are. Hi,
I hope
Chris.
so. I
We
don't know.
are.
I can't see us on mine. Part of this whole thing is learning. Oh, I see it. We're there. We're there. I see us. We're on.
Say hi, Chris.
Hi. Hi, Christine.
Hi, Chris. So we had a little bit of technical difficulties today, which it's going to happen. Maybe we need a producer.
And to think that we started a half hour earlier to avoid this.
Right? Like I said, maybe we need a producer. Somebody want to handle us.
We need a studio and a production team, makeup and hair team.
Right.
We're pretty good at that. I mean,
Chris is having a hair day. He wants a makeup artist in the hair. He wants to sit in the chair before he goes on. Look at it.
I do. See? Imagine that. Then if we get that, then we made it.
Tell everybody the song that you were thinking of playing, because you were thinking of playing it for a different reason, but I'm thinking
you walked in to the party like you were walking into a yacht. I won't quit my day job, but you're so vain. Cheers to that. This is coffee this time, everybody. Beach Buddah coffee.
So I hope everybody is doing well. Chris, I hope you're doing well. I hope you've had a good couple of days.
I did have a great couple of days, and you and I obviously talk a lot. So what's going on? We talked this morning, but I got about 5 hours of not talking to you. What's happening?
Not much. I guess first I should welcome everybody. One of us should welcome everybody to Unfiltered Real Talk with Christine and Chris. Hello, how are you? Everyone out there?
Christine, I think we fixed the buffering issue.
Yeah, well, not Monday. I didn't buffer until like halfway through. So,
You got it.
Right.
1080i, 1080 DP for you and me. We're good.
Let's hope it works. I hope so, because I don't want to miss a minute of this. It's too exciting.
It is. And everything's working good. I think I think we got this here in the studio end thing. It looks good. Everything looks good. Okay, so far, so good. So in
Chris,
the meantime, what's happening?
Chris,
what are we
what's been happening for the last couple of days?
What's been happening? Well, we've got great response for the show. I'm very excited about that. I've been watching the reviews and what was that?
I spilled my coffee.
You spilled it. You got the whole first day with the new teeth.
Fortunately, it's iced, so we're good. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Drinking. Oh, it's coffee this time.
Mine is coffee.
Mine is too. It's part of our sponsor, Beach Buddah Coffee. It's Rising Tides Espresso. You can get it at beachbuddhacoffee.com. They're our sponsor today. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Espresso is the only way. Double espresso every morning.
Oh,
straight up.
I have double.
Hey, I just got back from Italy where I got, the real deal. Yeah.
You did. Now, did they ask you, did they say every time you order, gas or no gas?
No.
Every time you pull up to the espresso bar, you walk up and they go the espresso. They usually go gas, no gas. They want for the water. They want you to have sparkling water or regular water.
Yeah, no. They would just give me water and then give me my espresso.
Speaking of sparkling water or regular water, how do you want your relationship? Sparkling or regular?
I mean, who wouldn't want sparkling?
Maybe they want regular.
What is regular?
I don't know. Do you want like a double espresso relationship, or you want a single mochaccino relationship?
Well, I mean, I think that it should be fluid. I think sometimes it needs to be double espresso, and other times it needs to be, mochaccino latte, laying on the couch, Netflix and chilling.
So Netflix and chilling latte.
Yeah. What does Netflix and chilling mean?
It means one of two things.
Yeah.
Either you become completely complacent and you have nowhere to go, nothing to do, and you're completely bored, or you want to be nowhere else in the world except on that couch with that Netflix, with that person, and nothing else matters. What do you think, people?
In the dating world, when somebody asks you to come over and Netflix and chill, They're hoping to get lucky.
Oh, wait, is this taking a different spin? Is this a whole different thing going on
I
here?
guess it's, I guess you could just seriously think Netflix and chill, but
So is that like the
snuggle time.
new term? I mean, last week we talked about cliche terms. Now is that like a thing now, like Netflix and chill?
I guess it depends on who you talk to. But I mean,
haven't heard that one yet.
No.
Maybe no one wants to Netflix and chill with me.
Well, sorry, Chris. I get lots of offers. I said offers. I didn't say I take them up on it. Tons of offers.
I don't know. This is taking a whole different spin tonight.
Okay. All right. So you said that we got a lot of comments, and I saw a lot of them. And just to let everybody know, if you don't know, we did create a Facebook group because so if you're watching, it's streaming on Chris's Facebook page, but and it doesn't stream on our group page, although we might be able to change that by next week. We're hoping, we don't know, but we do have a group where we can all just, you can send us feedback if you want to make sure that we're both getting it. You can also follow me. Chris tags me all the time on his page. You can follow me, friend request me. That's fine. I'll see that you're friends with him, and I'll accept you.
And any friend of mine is a friend of yours.
Exactly. Well, I don't know, Chris. We heard from somebody this week that I'm not sure.
Yes.
I don't
know if they're listening.
I'm not sure about Mr. Lawrence.
Or is it Mrs. Lawrence?
Well, I'll tell you the honest truth. Now, nobody knows what I'm talking about unless you've been on the YouTube channel and you've read our comments. We've only got a couple, but one of them is from a John Lawrence, and he's very, very opinionated about our Chris.
Yeah. So John or Mrs. John or
and that's what I was going to say. My strong opinion, my gut feeling was this was a woman jilted. And no offense to Mr. Lawrence, if he is a Mr. and he's legit. Hey, here's the thing. I would love for him to call in, join us, tell us his grievances, because he had some. He was shocked to see you.
I was shocked. I mean, I listen. You can't be everything to everybody, and I never wanted to. So yeah, bring us back to last week. We were talking about, breadcrumbing and love bombing and player. Apparently, Mr. or Mrs. Jean Lawrence, and I did some research to try and figure out who you were, and I can't figure you out. So if you're listening, please chime in. We want to hear from you. Do you know me?
I have a feeling he'll listen, whether it's in replay or he's listening now. I have a feeling he's definitely going to.
Is it he or is it she?
Well, here, I'm going to read to everybody what it says. It's not very long. I know Chris wants you guys to hear it. So it says, "Hey, Christine, love your podcast. I just saw your latest and have to tell you, I am a bit shocked you're working with this guy. He is very much known to be a womanizer on the New Jersey shore. You can hear it just how he speaks. He has left a trail of bad relationships because he is a player, capitalized player in the traditional sense, not his made-up definition to fit his narrative. That said, best of luck, but I think you will see over time he will turn off much of the female audience you're trying to attract." Now, I will tell you, I let Mr. Lawrence know that one of the reasons that you and I connected and kept talking was because I have a very strong male base to my podcast, but not a strong female base. And you had a really large female audience. And I thought the two would go together, complement each other very well. So it was a little surprising. That made me feel like this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. No offense again, Mr. Lawrence, no offense, but
we don't know. You keep saying Mr. Is it a Mrs.?
Well, I'm just being respectful. He says his name is John.
Okay.
I don't know his pronouns.
Yeah.
I can only go on his name. It's spelled John.
Right. John Lawrence. Right. I don't know. So Mr. or Mrs. Lawrence, if you're out there, please chime in, message us. If you know me, I would love to know where you came up with that entire accusation or opinion, or what? Help me out, Christine. What would it be called?
John, this is what I want to say. This is a safe place for you to come and
Yes.
share your opinions.
Yes.
Nobody's going to get mad here.
Nope.
Nobody's going to.
Nope.
Chris isn't going to get mad.
No.
Now, we may have something to say about it, but that's okay. You are perfectly welcome to come talk to us, or just leave more comments. We can talk to you on Monday's show. I mean, on Tuesday's show, we can talk that way if you want. Whatever
Totally.
you feel comfortable with.
Welcome the controversy. Welcome the fun. Bring it on. Let's talk about it. How do you know? What made you say that? I mean,
I would love to know. Give me some examples.
Now, this brings me to something else. Now that you said that. But I have to reference this note for a minute. It said in here, working with this guy is very much known as womanizer, blah, blah, blah. He speaks, he has left a trail of bad relationship. He's a player. He's made up definition to fit his narrative.
Yes.
So, okay. This goes.
And I know he said that because we actually addressed the whole player thing on Monday's show.
Right.
Yeah.
So
you're rewriting history, Chris.
You're not kidding. To fit the narrative.
Yeah.
Is that a stereotype? And
what do you mean?
In other words, that's a big thing we face in this world, that, the old adage, judge a book by its cover. This person was talking about me, saying I'm a player and I left a trail of relationships. Does he know someone that I had a relationship with and we broke up? Or she?
Well, he's insinuating you have quite the reputation.
Okay.
In New Jersey.
So, if you remember, which I know you do, you have a better memory than I do. If we go back to what I said last week, if player means, not multiple people at one time, multiple relationships throughout your time trying to find that special someone. So is that a player? Is it a game?
No, Chris. Mr. John Lawrence, he means that you have left a trail of broken hearts and that you have not cared to whether you hurt these women or not. That's what he means. He's pretty clear.
So let me ask you a question. Here's another thing. Now, like you say, perfectly said. Are these women? There's three sides to every story. Whoever they are, whoever he thinks or she thinks whoever. All right, I can't hope they come on.
I hope so too.
If now my thoughts are going crazy. So whoever they are, what brought it to that point? Relationships just don't fall apart for no reason.
Unless you are a real player.
Wait a minute. Now, and whose side are you on?
No. I am on your side, but I'm coming from the side of, Mr. Lawrence. He's trying to say you're not just a player because you're trying to find a good relationship and it hasn't happened. Like you're thinking, I mean, I would be a player. I go on dates. I say no. I go next date. I talk to multiple men at one time. I get it, but that's not what he's saying. And it can be proven if he's right, not proven factually. He could bring the receipts if he brings the women, but that doesn't, as you said, that doesn't mean that they're telling the truth. They could be, upset with you.
When we first met, you and I, you talked about dates you were going on and different things. We had this whole relationship thing, talking about relationships. And you were telling me how there were guys that really were into you and you were like, no, this isn't working and I got to go.
Exactly.
So clearly, you may have broken their heart. So
and that doesn't make me a player.
Doesn't the man's broken heart mean anything?
No, that's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. You are right. If that is what you are guilty of, you are not a player. You are a person, a single person trying to navigate this dating world and find your person. It doesn't always work. And unfortunately, in today's day and age, we're capable of dating a lot of people and talking to a lot of people all over the world because of the way technology is. So of course, perspective is everything. And just as I'm sure, hey, Chris, we can open this up. I'll bet you we can get a bunch of men that'll come on here and say that I was horrible to them because I made them think we were going to have a relationship and I didn't. I don't know if that's true. I don't know that I could find, but maybe it could happen because I've definitely had my fair share of dates and they seem to go well, but then I get home and I'm like, no. So I let them know, hey, I don't want to move forward. I mean, I've had upset guys. It happens.
Right, well, first of all, we all know the first hour's the honeymoon stage. I mean, that's a bad statement, but that's like, yeah, let me prove it. Then the first date, the first 5 hours, whatever time, it's like, oh, you leave there on a natural high if it goes that far. Okay. You don't really know the person. You're caught up in the moment. Then the moments progress. Then you start to see things and hear things and feel things. Sometimes good, sometimes not good. Sometimes it takes a month. Sometimes it takes a week. Guys, we get our hearts broken too.
Of course.
I mean, I've been through the ringer. People who know me know the real me, what I've been through.
Right.
Have I broken hearts? Yes. I'm sure of it. Have I said or done the wrong thing or part of growing and sometimes you try to create a situation that may not be right because you really want it so bad and it goes bad. It was doomed to start. So that, people take that. So Sally meets Harry. Harry likes Sally and Sally turns out to be this great girl. Then all of a sudden she takes a turn to the left and Harry's like, where's Sally? Nobody realized what Harry's going through and what Sally did. It's always right. Harry's the player. Why is Harry always the player?
He's not. But what if he is? I mean, there's, like you said in the very beginning, there's 3 sides to every story. And sometimes it is the woman and sometimes it's the man. I mean, I guess historically it's probably been men more than women that tend to, kind of run through the opposite sex and just just run over them. But it definitely is on both sides today. There are
dominance, the dominance of a man, okay, over the years has created a stigma that, men are either the sweetest thing in the world or the biggest jerks or whatever the case may be. Okay. But today it's equal. I mean, women are out there doing just the same thing that men are doing. I mean, you're a woman, you gotta know. I'm not saying you're doing bad things, but things are happening. No?
I mean, the bottom line is we just don't know, right? I mean, the bottom line is, and that's what's so risky about dating. I mean, and as far as the risk goes, nothing has changed from today and, 50 years ago. Dating's always going to be a risk. But I think it's more of a minefield today because so many people are, they're with the buzzwords and the, the offenses and always looking to blame somebody for, oh my gosh, what are you doing? And, right. I was watching Upload and, yeah. So, when she says, did you bring protection? And yes. he's like, yes. And they both take something out and you think it's a condom, but it's a thing that they put on here.
Yes. Huh? I consent, and they hit the I consent.
And they both have to on video. I consent.
I consent.
It's like,
let me tell you something. Thank you for bringing that up. So, I called Christine the other night. It was it was probably 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, I'm watching these movies and I'm crying, and I'm a ridiculous. Like, what am I doing? I'm eating my dinner. I'm sitting there and I'm drinking a glass of wine. I'm crying at a movie. Okay, I have emotions. Players have emotions. All right, Mr. Lawrence, Mrs. Lawrence. Anyway, so I called her to watch this show, and it's, it was about people that fall truly in love, and then, they die in an accident or unexpectedly, but they upload their spirit, their soul to this virtual universe, and their partner can still see them, and it's all this craziness. Then some of the partners want to almost die to go be with them in this upload world, and in the real world, it was like fast forward, I don't know, 22,000 and million, whatever, like Christine said about having sex, and it's like, okay, I consent. They hit this computer thing together. I consent. Because how many times, women and men clearly have a reputation over years of coercing women and rapists and this and that and whatever. And
Date
that's
rape.
really, what's that?
Date rape.
Date rape, right?
Yeah.
But women also can be aggressive. I mean, listen.
Of course. And manipulative.
And I've seen it both ways.
Well, women have a reputation. Come on. Men have reputations for being heartless players and just, having sex with no emotions. And women have reputations for, being the femme fatale, using sex to manipulate a man to get what she wants. I mean, it's
women use sex for love. Men use love for sex. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true. I read that.
Well, it can be true, but women also can, and men do too, can use sex to manipulate emotionally. And they may not love you at all, but they know that you are extremely attracted, so they can get what they want out of you emotionally or financially, or whatever type of support they're looking for. They can get it by manipulating you sexually.
Then people use, and I forget where I heard this, but it was like one of those funny things of son and a father. I was like, Daddy, what is sex? And he's like, that's what women use to get what they want from men. It was like something, and men can be manipulated.
Oh, yeah.
Just like women can. They don't realize it. And I could tell you stories upon stories upon stories. Again, if me being out there trying to find the right one as a player, I'm playing. Here's my dice. I'm rolling them. When it hits, hopefully the trifecta comes up. I'm going to sweep the table and it's going to be all done and I'm going to, cash in.
Well, see, and that's what I love about, our friend John, and how he, makes these proclamations of your character. And now if he knows you, again, he could come to you and be like, hey, Chris, yeah, it's me. I saw you do this. I saw you do this. I know you do this. We both know this. That's one thing. And it could even be something. I mean, everybody changes. Everybody grows. I mean, we don't even know what he is basing this on. He could have heard one horrible story and it's just turned into this. We just don't know because we don't know who he is. But this story, I just find it interesting that somebody would cast this kind of, accusation over somebody without, I don't know, offering receipts or, I mean,
many men and women are in prison for false accusations. Now that's extreme. Okay. But Mr. or Mrs. Lawrence, and I'm just going to keep saying it that way. If you're out there, we definitely want to hear from you, whether we're going to introduce our emails in a minute, but do you know me? Do you know people that know me? What do you know?
Not only that, but please, if you have it in you, come on the show. Let's talk.
Yes.
You will be safe. Nobody's going to attack you. Nobody's going to be mad. We just want to hear. Because this is so interesting how somebody can claim a reputation of someone and that person sit there that's being accused of this reputation, sit there and be like dumbfounded. It's like, what did I do? It's only fair that Chris gets to hear what he did.
I make a point to never, and I'm not going to say I've never done it, but at this point, I make a point to never. If I break up with somebody or things are happening, maybe I'll talk to you or I'll talk to my close friends and say, blah, blah, this is no good. I would never deform that person in public or to someone else because it's not fair. It didn't work for us. Okay. Yeah. So why would I want to tear you down? Now, in fits of anger, maybe if you're cheating or you're seeing somebody or maybe things will, but that's going to subside. I'm not going to do that in public.
But if you were in a long-term relationship, you know how messy that can get. It can get messy when you're breaking up, especially when you all, live in the same community and maybe the same people or It just
Right.
happens. But that's another thing. We're all mature adults. We should know that isn't the whole story. Unless you personally know the person and you have your own history with them,
Right.
that's different. That's your story. That's your personal history. You're allowed to form your opinion of
And what do
anyone.
you think keeps not so good relationships together?
What's that?
What do you think keeps not so good relationships together? I'm going to turn some light on. What do you think?
I think you're asking, why would a bad relationship continue?
Yes. In other words,
usually it's sex.
Thank you. I didn't even have to make a statement.
Yeah.
People take intimacy for a glue to keep something together that shouldn't be. All of us. Every one
Or
of
they have
us.
a baby
Our
to fix
parents,
their
our
marriage.
grandparents, you, me, everybody. It's attrition. It's the way it is. And that's a big problem.
Yeah. Sexual compatibility is high in a relationship, but you have to have the other components as well. I mean, there's no way that you can build a strong foundation on sex alone. Yes, you need that to be way up there. It needs to be as important as other things, emotional maturity and compatibility, communication. The sex has to be right up there. You're going to have an unhappy partner if you're not compatible sexually.
Of course.
Unless see, because even if you're asexual, you need to find an asexual person. Then you'll both be happy. It has to be compatibility, whether it's no sex, a lot of sex, a little sex, whatever it is, you need to be compatible. And it is important. And people who think it's not important, they're gonna end up in an unhappy relationship. But it's not the whole component of a well-rounded, sustainable relationship.
Sex versus passion versus obsession versus nothing more than sexual compatibility. People don't know how to differentiate sometimes. They'll go through the motions. They'll be having great intimacy. They'll be doing whatever they're doing, but don't know the parallel on good communication for a good relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. No. I know what you mean. I was sitting here trying to think of a word. I hate when that happens. It's like,
oh, clearly Mr. Lawrence has lots of words for me.
What is the word? It starts with an F. When you're not in love, but you are
infatuated?
Infatuated. Starts with an I. I was just lost for a second. I just couldn't.
I put you on a high platform with big smarts and creative mind, and we'll just let that one.
Thank you.
It starts with an F.
No, but a lot of people don't know the difference between infatuation and love, lust.
That's like the old Italian guy. He's infatuated with her. He's infatuated.
Exactly. That happens way, way, way more than love. Period.
It does. That's a big thing. What is infatuation versus love versus sex and that's where all this comes in to play, and how people make wrong accusations about, you date somebody, people are only going to know what you tell them. Be true to yourself, be true to the other person. If I dated you, I see there was something coming out.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, exactly. But that's what I was saying before about it being risky. It's risky. We don't know who we are honestly dating, and we won't know. Hopefully you don't have a lot of distractions. You're not dating multiple people. You concentrate just on that one person. And if you do, it'll probably only take a few weeks. It does happen sometimes where you get totally taken for a ride because you give that person months thinking they are one way, and then something happens.
Years.
And then, well, typically not years for what I'm talking about, though. Now, I got stories, even my marriage, my 23-year marriage, he was not what he appeared to be, and it took me a good year. Definitely took me a couple of years before I finally accepted what was right before my face. But in
Were you
general,
infatuated? Were you
no,
infatuated?
no. It was a case of he presented himself to be one way, which I am outgoing. I like to do things. I'm active. I love to go. And he presented himself as being fantasy driven, dream driven, motivated, ambitious, and he wasn't. And for the first year, it was difficult for me to see it because the sex was like off the chart. And but what I didn't know was I was leading all of that. I was the instigator in everything. So
At
after
least
that, huh?
you're mature enough to say, "Hey, I did this."
Yeah, no, I mean, I thought, I mean, he was wrong for presenting it a certain way, but in his defense, he wanted to be that person, He really thought when he presented himself that way that he could pull it off, and he couldn't. And when it came right down to it, and I realized, oh, wait a second, I initiate everything, and I pulled back to see, am I right? If I stop initiating, what's going to happen to this relationship? And it fell apart. There was nothing between us. And when I pointed it out to him, he was like, "What? No, really?" And I'm like, "Dude,
Dude,
I've been marking it on the calendar like the last time we had sex. And it's been 3 weeks."
you backed it up. You stopped it.
Yeah. But I mean, we were married for 23 years. I dealt with it. He never changed. And that's kind of to his credit too. I mean, I would have liked him to change, but he was steadfast. He stayed who he was once I realized who he was. I didn't change either, but and I would have stayed forever, but stuff happened and it ended.
So you were two good people,
Yeah,
in a relationship, and you were married long time.
yeah.
What kept it together? What broke it apart? What do you feel? I mean, you don't have to get too technical, but
No, what kept it together is very simple. It was me because I am very strong-willed, and I knew what was good about it. And at that point in my life, I was not self-aware enough or loved myself enough to think I deserved more. So I looked at what I had and I said, he's a good person. He's not violent. He's not crazy. He treats me well. He does things for me. There was just more pros to cons, and I went with it. But he ended up cheating, which boggled my mind because our relationship for him was perfection.
well, I'm going to bring something.
Huh?
I'm going to bring something up that you said was perfection. Then you said that he cheated on you. Two things. I'm going to ask you a question first. What do you think the message is behind what you're saying now? What to people about a relationship?
Well, the message that I'm saying is before you go on a journey to find your person, you need to find you. You need to be self-aware. You need to love yourself. You need to know your worth. You need to know what you want in a person. That is not something that we can discover overnight. That is not as simple as just saying, "Oh yeah, this is what I want." People in a very superficial way look, at what do I want in a relationship? Everybody does. But to take a really deep dive and really learn, first you have to start with you. Look in the mirror and look at who you are and take a self-awareness journey. Then you have to figure out what you want in a partner.
Right.
And then you have to realize that what you want matters, and you won't settle for less because you deserve it. Now, once you do all that, it becomes very difficult to find a partner. So
Right.
I'm labeled as a very picky person when it comes to dating. And I'll take it. I'm picky, if you want to call it that, because I know what I want.
Me too. And that's I don't call it shallow, or I don't call it superficial. I know what I want. Oh, I know what I want in my life. I know what I want in my career. I know what I want in my dating life. And I just found, I have to tell everybody that I I couldn't see the comments.
Oh, I just saw the comments.
I just saw them right this second. And thank you, everybody, for chiming in.
Hey, Owen.
Donna, Luann, Carolyn, Doreen, Alice Graham.
I hope you guys forgive us.
Please, I was looking, I'm like, wow, nobody's chiming in tonight at all. And then I just hit a button and I was like, wham. And the funny thing is, I have a Bluetooth speaker, a pretty nice one, right? And it's connected to my phone. I was sitting outside chilling, trying to get myself into real talk with my Christine here mode. And that is still on outside. So my phone is broadcasting outside to the entire neighborhood.
Oh, nice.
So anyway.
Hey, Kathy Rotella, I want to address what you said. 100%, you are dead on. The feminine masculine energy, 100% reversed in that marriage. That is exactly why it didn't work, but I was willing to accept it, which I should never have done, but I did. And in the long run, especially after him cheating, it didn't work. Now with intent, I look for a man, and I let men know I cannot date a beta. I have to date an alpha.
I'm a little with these terminologies. What's a beta?
So a beta is he's not the leader, he's the follower. The alpha is the leader. Okay. And so my perfect man, if I could create him in the lab, would be.
We can today. Hey, hi. Oh,
yeah, but not good enough. I want to feel him, but he
you can. I'm sure somewhere along the line you can order him and it'll get delivered by Amazon.
Stop watching Upload. So he would be a very strong traditional man, in every sense of that word. None of that toxic masculinity bullshit. He is a man through and through, but he knows how to treat a woman, and he is not afraid to treat his woman in public or private as his queen. He treasures her. He treasures her, and she treasures him, and they do it in the traditional sense. And you know what? I am not afraid to say, like, even in my 23-year marriage, even though Kathy's right and I was more the alpha, not 100%. I was the homemaker. I made his meals. Every day when he came home, dinner was on the table. I would call him midday. What do you want? I'd go. I'd make sure it was done. His sock drawer was full. He never had to think.
His sock drawer?
Everything was done. I did the finances. I planned the vacations. I did everything. So you can see that's a complete combination of feminine and masculine.
So now wait a minute. Now let me ask you something.
Oh, and the sex. I was the initiator 100% of the time.
And that's quote unquote the trophy wife, so to speak. You know what I mean? What every man says they want. Do I want that? Of course I want that. But now what I want to know is while you were talking about all that, complacency was going through my brain. That does the man or does the relationship become too comfortable? Like I always say, give me something to look forward to.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you.
But you're saying his sock drawer was full. Is this? You did all the right things, but did that become a routine?
See, you're right. You are right. 100%. You're right.
Wow.
It can be complacent.
You hear that, John Lawrence? I'm right. Once.
It can be complacent. And I think if it's a kind of a throwback to like the 50s when the men were always having affairs because the woman was the perfect little housewife. She did all the perfect little stuff, but he had to have his crazy side piece that gave him great sex. So my thing is you have to be your husband or your long-term partner's girlfriend. Always. Don't ever stop being his girlfriend. You need to surprise him. When it comes to the sexual side of things or just the emotional side of things, he needs to feel connected. You need to surprise him. You need to knock him off his feet sometimes, whatever that means.
So I
And
have to,
somebody somebody in a relationship should take the time to learn their partner so that they can do these things, so that they can figure out, what would surprise him, like totally get him off his game right now. Whatever that means. I mean, it could be something sexual. It could be meeting him at the door totally naked with a martini in your hand. I don't know. But
nice.
yeah, but whatever it is, it could be something like giving him a trip, but you go with him. It could be his trip of a lifetime, whatever. But you will definitely fall into a rut if you're just like little Miss Perfection and you're just boring. He'll
So
respect it. He'll like it, but
I love what you're saying there about, how to make him respect you and how to look for things and, create something out of that complacency section. But I just want to tie into one thing. Doreen Kukolo is on and she's like, what is the topic really? So Doreen, the topic is there is no topic.
yeah,
Okay.
we're just talking.
It's if you look at the stream, okay, it's real, unfiltered talk with Christine and Chris. So the point is, Christine opens up a statement. I chime in. I open up a statement. She chimes in. We try to feel what people want to talk about. We might go off on a tangent on one subject and might too much on another, and we just have fun. We want you guys to all come in, chime in with us, ask questions, make your comments, have fun. It's 45 minutes of us together having a great time, talking about relationships, talking about life, having some beach Buddha coffee together, maybe a cocktail in between, a little espresso martini or whatever. We're going to have lots of fun. We're going to have special guests.
That's not saying there won't be topics at times. Sometimes we may decide, hey, this keeps coming up. Maybe people keep emailing us about something in particular. We may want to spend the whole time talking about one particular thing. It's just whatever. This is only our second show together. So this podcast typically has had topics every time, and I stick to the topic. But I was by myself. I was just, giving my opinion and experience.
Now you got a player.
Yeah, exactly. Now I have a player, and we need to hear the player side of things.
Oh no. We gotta somewhere along the line we gotta cut this player in half.
Well, I think that John should come on. Or at the very least, John, send us another email, send us another comment. Tell us why do you have this beef with Chris? Why? He seems like a nice guy to me. What do I know? I'm not from Jersey.
Well, yeah, but we don't know. We don't know if they're from Jersey.
No, of course not. I mean, you know what? He could be a total troll. He could just be stirring the pot.
Or
having fun.
Is he?
Whatever.
Is she? Is she a he?
We don't know. So John, defend yourself. Come on. Give us some content. Everybody wants to hear from you.
Yeah. And Doreen,
guys,
I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, don't be shy about talking to us about anything. We're not afraid of any comments that you want to make.
Real, unfiltered talk with Christine and Chris. It's a passion. It's a love. It's funny. We found each other. We're making some waves. We're trying to have a good time. Real talk with Christine.
Was Doreen okay with that answer?
What's that?
Was Doreen okay?
No,
with that?
she is, and she came back and actually I'm gonna thank her for this. Her comment says, "I like you, Chris. You seem like the real deal." Thank you, Doreen. Unlike Mr. Lawrence or Mrs. Lawrence, that is questionable, but we'll get to the bottom of this. But thank you. I what you see here and what you're hearing here is the real deal. This is who we are. That's why it's Real Unfiltered Talk with Christine and Chris, and it's Real Talk with Christine at gmail.com. It's Real Talk with Chris Anthony at gmail.com. Email us. Send us suggestions. Send us comments. Send us questions. Send us anything you want. Tell
us you want to marry us.
Yeah, nobody wants to marry this player.
Well, who wants to marry a player? Hey, you're going to get so many women wanting to make you go on the straight and narrow. Oh, I can fix you, Chris. I can fix you.
You know, I have to call out these comments, and I think that's part of what we definitely need to do is Christina Stepelkovich. She says, I've known Chris since he was 17. He was a true gentleman with a big heart.
Aw.
Now,
That's what
guys,
we need people who know you. We don't know what Mr. or Mrs. John Lawrence even knows you.
I don't know them either. So, you know, now we want to hear from Christine's guys and friends. We want to hear from everybody. We want you to go onto the platforms and, you know, make comments. And, you know, so you guys are just awesome. Elisa Citarella said the same thing. She seconded Christina. And, you know, I have to tell you, you know,
I agree, Kathy.
I don't know if I should say this, but I'm gonna say it, I guess. So when I was 17 years old, okay, working in the mall, selling flowers at the flower cart back when malls were big, Christina worked across the way, and we became friends, and we flirted, and we were kids, and that was that. And Elisa, who's now married with a beautiful family, and I knew her family. I dated for a while when I was much older, and these are two girls that I've maintained a friendship with that know me, know the real me. So, ladies, I want to say thank you for that. You've validated my psyche that I'm not a player. I'm not a player. I'm not a player. Yeah.
Well, read what Kathy said in the chat.
What? Who said?
Kathy said, Chris, don't take John personally. You're a well-known DJ, have a good following, good-looking, outgoing. Maybe this John is just being judgmental and jealous.
I did not see that. I think, we're looking at two different platforms. This is what we said. You're looking at the group, and
no, I'm looking right here on this chat, on our chat here.
I don't know if I see it. We got to work on that.
Well, that's what she said, and I agree with her.
Well,
that's what I thought from the beginning.
So this person, yeah, I appreciate that. I really do. And it's, you know, I'm excited to be doing this with Christine. I think we're going to have so much fun. We're going to make so much good controversy and good points. And
guys, I'm going to go out to Jersey and be live with Chris at some point.
Oh, yeah, so. We're doing this. We're doing it somewhere live. Definitely.
Yeah.
I've
never been to Jersey, so, you know.
So we have been on air for 47 minutes, 26 seconds. We are doing a 45-minute session. It's Chris. Chris is okay in my book. Oh, thank you. And you know, Christine is okay in my book.
Chris show. What about me? My chopped liver?
No, I was about to get to that, and that people were saying here. I'm backing up. I'm scrolling through. Like as I scroll through, it hits and it goes back to the bottom. So I'm getting comments that Christine is spot on. She tells it like it is. You're a human being with feelings. You're very empathetic. Wait, hold on. I'm reading as I go. And it's okay to cry. I guess that was for me because I was crying.
Yeah, it is.
People, and throughout the week, by the way, I was getting some personal PMs that were saying how they really feel that this is going to be such a great combination, that the way we laugh, the way we talk about things, and the way we can oppose each other, but yet do it diplomatically.
So I love coming up against you. It's fun.
And Christine needs to come to Jersey, as per Andrea. She says you got to come. So yeah,
I agree. Yeah. I agree,
Andrea. She's coming to Jersey.
Yeah,
there's no doubt. So I mean, this is so much fun. This is great. We're gonna tear it up, as I like to say.
Yeah, you guys, what you need to know is that your comments and encouragement have fueled us and made us want to be here even more than we already did. So keep it up. Keep telling us what you like. Let us know what you like about the show, what you don't like about the show. You know, it's just starting. We're going to go through growing pains, and, you know, you can help us to make it exactly as you want to see it. Talk about things that you're interested in.
They like the male-female balance. We offer a unique perspective together.
See, that's what I love. That's what I was looking for. Look, I've been talking for 3 years for 3 years, everybody's been getting my perspective. It's about time that a man, like sets the record straight, because I'm sure that my perspective is not always going to be a man's perspective. So it's about time that we start hearing.
I hope not.
Yeah.
If it's a man's perspective, then we gotta talk. That's a little different.
I can be very strong-willed, but I'm still very feminine. So
yes, indeed, yes, indeed. So
all right, well,
more feedback is great stuff.
Minutes like that.
Like that. And you know what? That's the idea, that the faster it goes, the better we're doing, I hope, and the more we're having fun. And we're gonna be introducing a lot of cool stuff. There's gonna be special guests. You guys we want to have on. We want to hear your comments all the time. Is that you want to talk?
I want to talk. I want to say something. How would you guys like it if a dating coach came on and talked to Chris and I about our dating habits or what we're looking for, or whatever? What do you think? I think that would be fun.
Psst, can I interview the dating coach first?
Why?
Well, I want to know their background.
Sure. Why not?
I mean, I
feel an ulterior motive here.
No!
I think he's got somebody in mind, and now he's like, my in to meet her.
I will choose my lawyer.
If she ends up on the show and she's this hot little, and he's dating her next, then I know what happened. I'm on to you, Chris.
Crystal blue persuasion.
Maybe I'll pick him.
That's fine. Here, I
Maybe
don't.
Here, both man and woman.
Here, here's like the reins of the horse. You have full rein. You pick. Okay. You choose.
Okay, well, we'll see, but I think it would be fun. I think it would be a lot of fun. Oh, maybe we could get a psychic. Don't you guys have that Teresa Cavuto or whatever out there in Jersey? She could come online and she could tell us if we're ever going to meet somebody.
Fun. Yes.
Oh. She could tell you if you're a real player. Ooh, we could find out what's truly in his heart. A psychic. So
you want a psychic to review me?
Maybe. I think it could be fun.
Listen, there's gonna be some terror going on at that point.
We're gonna have fun, guys. Lots to look forward to.
So, what do you think, Christine? We're gonna keep this going. What do you think, people? Should we keep this going?
I think so. I'm having fun. Who's Ben Hart, Kathy? Is he a psychic or a coach? I don't know which one. I'll check him out. Ben Hart.
That's great. Now you have full reins. I want nothing to do with finding this person.
Okay. All right.
Except for maybe the other person. You can pick the first one. I'll pick the other one. We want two. We want one to analyze both. We want to see if their opinions, Oh,
a man and a woman.
Oh boy. We're getting some really good comments. So, folks.
Okay, dating coach. All right.
Christine?
Chris.
Thank God for Beach Buddah coffee. And the best roast from coast to coast. You can order it now at beachbuddhacoffee.com, our sponsor. We have new sponsors coming on next week. We're very proud. We'll tell you about them next week. Really great stuff going on. We're happy to have our sponsors. We couldn't afford to do this show if it wasn't for our sponsors. So that's a beautiful thing. But somehow I think we'd figure it out.
I think so.
But
maybe.
And did anybody notice Christine's hair today? She spent so much time on her hair today. Like last week, she straightened it. It looked great. Or a couple of days ago. Now she's got some style going on. It's like ready. She's ready.
Doesn't look like a wig this time, Chris?
Oh, I knew that was coming.
He tells me last time, did you put a wig on?
That ain't no prom date. That's a cocktail waitress in a Dolly Parton wig.
I've never worn a wig in my life. I wouldn't know how to. You would know if I was wearing it. I would put it on wrong.
Oh, no. I have not. Just no wig.
Uh-huh. Is that a piece, Chris?
Ooh. Ooh.
You started it.
No, I told you you look good.
Thank you.
See what I mean? Stay tuned next week because I can't even give a compliment without it coming back at me. Oh my Lord. And that's my friend and co-host.
I'll be nice. I am nice.
Oh, it's all good stuff. That's what it's all about here. That's what we do.
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Owen. And Kathy, I will I'll look up Ben Hart.
I have to figure out how to look at the comments you're looking at so I can see them both. But Kathy, I can't see your comments, but thank you. Whatever you're saying. Email
Owen
us.
said, ouch. About your
Email
hair.
us. Christine, what's your email?
My email is realtalkwithchristine@gmail.com.
And mine is realtalkwithchrisanthony@gmail.com. I almost forgot my name. Maybe I should have made it Real Talk with Player at.
Yes, for sure.
Not. So I think that's it.
Yes, that's it. Until Tuesday.
Tuesday. Every Tuesday, every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Christine and Chris, we're going to be Unfiltered Real Talk.
Yes, we are.
It's going to be fun. I hate this. I don't like getting off. I was having fun, but we got to go.
Yeah, we got to go.
We got to go.
If you guys want more, just let us know.
Well, we hope you do want more, and we love you. We'll be back. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Yes. What? 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 What happened? What happened?
We'll see you next Tuesday.
I feel like I did something and I'm not aware of it.
No, I'm going to have to tell you off the air. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Christine.
What happened? Bye.
See you Tuesday. See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.